About 13 miles from downtown Atlanta, welcome to Truist Park. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays going up against the Atlanta Braves.
And now, please welcome.
First pitch coming your way next.
Atlanta Braves.
And today's starting pitcher, Chris Sale. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Siggy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
About to get started here, Dalton Varsho digs in now. Out towards left center. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Gets him to chase after that one. Today in Major League Baseball, we honor one of the greatest players in the history of the game, Lou Gehrig. It started in 2021, and today throughout Major League Baseball, we raise awareness for ALS, the disease that claimed the life of the great Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig. Checks over to first, back safely. When you think about the impact of Lou Gehrig on the world of sports, consider this. His number 4 was retired after he passed from ALS. It is the first number ever to be retired in all of professional sports. So effectively, the reason we have retired numbers is due to the fact that Lou Gehrig passed from ALS.
Back-to-back base hits. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Here's George Springer. And he grounds one to the right side. Albies to second. Throw to first, but he beat it. Personally, Lou Gehrig Day means a ton to me. I lost a close friend to ALS in 2007, Tim Sheehy. And you're talking about a disease that is 100% fatal. And the average lifespan for people diagnosed with ALS is just between 2 and 5 years. One of the other important pieces as far as raising awareness for ALS is that it is necessary to raise money not just for research but also for patient care. The average out-of-pocket cost for somebody with ALS is $250,000. Two on, one out. That's a ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Grounder might be 2. Over to Albies. On to Olsen. That's 2. And now the Braves, with their first chance to hit, were scoreless. We go to the bottom of the first. And the starter for Toronto, Dylan Cease. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr.
Ball one. Ball, that's outside.
Out towards right center field. Springer moving under this one. Brings it in, and there's one down. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. And one of the most exciting young stars in the sport, Michael Harris II.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting in a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy is always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Ball one. Hey!
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one not close, and that's ball 3. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Batting third, first baseman, Matt.
One down. Here's Matt Olson, hitting a ton of homers this year. Second most in the National League. That misses, and it's 1-0. Olson launched a homer in his most recent game. Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here. Matt Olson blasts one out. His 18th home run of the season. The Braves score first. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. There was a sinker up in the zone. It looked like it came out of the pitcher's hand a little bit too early. Doesn't have the velocity that good four-seam fastball does. And at the plate, he didn't miss it.
That one fouled off. Two runs across in the inning here in game 1 of this 3-game set.
Ball, that's inside.
That one misses, and now 3-2. Got him. 2 down.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Mike Yastrzemski up here.
That's a ball.
On the ground, right side. Fires over to Guerrero. 3rd out. Braves pick up 2 on the long ball. 1 inning in the books here. This is Braves baseball on the Show South. Back at Truist Park, and now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez.
Aye.
The 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
The 0-2. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And it's a called strike after the review. So they still got both their challenges.
Batting fifth, second baseman Ernie Clement. Ball inside.
Circle change. Low middle.
The 1-0. And a foul ball. The 1-1. That one ripped. And that's got extra bases written all over it. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
One out, runner at second. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
There's the strike, 95 of that one. Kirk matched a homer in his last game. Man at second.
Ball, that's down.
Here's a 1-1. And right back to the mound. Throw to first in time.
Batting eighth, left fielder Miles Straw. That's a ball.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Sale checks the runner, and he's back in there. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
That's outside. 3 balls, no strikes. Dylan Cease in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Man on second, 2 down. That one finds the zone. 3 balls and a strike. Next offering is fouled back. And a payoff pitch. Base hit into center field. Headed for the plate. In comes the run from second. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Braves 2 and the Blue Jays 1. You're watching Atlanta Braves baseball on the Show South. Back here in Atlanta, now in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies.
Ozzie Albies.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
And down on strikes he goes, and now one away.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first two pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
That one outside. Ball 2. Popped up. Clement under it. And there's 2 away.
Batting 8th, center fielder, Michael
At the plate,
Harris.
Michael Harris II. Harris with a homer in his last game.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball. Jimenez on the run, throw to first, and they get the out. Down in order go the Braves. They lead it 2-1. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Foul ball there.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, center fielder, Dalton Varsho.
Four-seam fastball.
Hey!
Four-seam fastball.
Ripped to right. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, first baseman Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladdy Jr. stepping to the dish now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside.
Tosses to first, and Guerrero is set down. And that is that. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They're down 2-1. As we go to the last of the third. So in now is the Braves pitcher, Chris Sale.
Boom. That's cheddar, baby.
One gets a check swing. Appeal to third. And he went around. That's ruled a swing. Got him swinging on the curveball. Now 1 away.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
There's a line drive to left field. 2 up, 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Baldwin stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Hey! Swings and misses and 1 down below the zone. Got him swinging for the K. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. And the Braves go down quietly, but they still lead it 2-1. Back in Atlanta Truist Park. And now for the Jays, George Springer. Laser could be trouble. And that's going to roll to the wall. Into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double.
Up next for the Blue Jays,
when you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. Man at second. Ball. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Got him looking for the strikeout. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. So now with one away and a man at second, here's Andres Jimenez. He's 0 for 1. Pickoff move to second, and Springer's in there safely. Line drive, base hit. Here comes the runner. Here comes the throw. The tag, and he's safe. It's 2-2.
Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
There's a line drive to left field. He makes the grab.
Up next for the Blue Jays, catcher Alejandro Kirk.
Go ahead run on base. In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. Grounded out his first time. In there at the knees. Strike 2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly. That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Fights it off. He'll see another. One and 2 now. Sale. Runner on the move. In the dirt. Throw to second and great jump. Outside low. Full count now. Miles Straw in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Runner at second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. This one in the air, center field. And that'll do it. Bottom of the 4th, so now to the plate for Atlanta, Matt Olson.
Matt Olson.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. No balls, 2 strikes. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Oh, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
Hit on the ground to short. Jimenez throw to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Left fielder, Mike.
It was a bang play at first, Singy, so let's take another look at the throw that made it possible to get the out.
No doubt that 85-mile-per-hour heater was the difference on this play, according to StatCast. And it looked like a blur going across the infield from up here, and they just got the out.
Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. Grounded out his first time up. Short hop liner handled it short. Wide throw pulls him off the bag, and the inning still alive.
Up next for the Braves, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Now he's challenging the called strike. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. They'll keep both their challenges. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Really consistent release point. He's been able to pitch up and down and have excellent command in both locations.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Long run, tracks it down. That is the inning. Through 4, we're deadlocked at 2 apiece. Back at Truist Park, and now for the Jays, Miles Straw. Sale back to work.
Oh, that pitch is out.
The 1-0. Swing and a foul out of play. That one the other way. Makes the catch, 1 down.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Ground ball left side. In plenty of time to first. And the first 2 set down at the top of the 5th.
For the Blue Jays, center fielder Dalton Varsho.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. 1 for 2.
Circle change. Below middle. Four-seam fastball. Outside.
2 down, nobody on. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. We've hit the halfway point. Tied 2-2. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
You know, these Braves, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
That one fouled off.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Out to short, Jimenez. Tosses to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Up next for the Braves, center fielder, Michael Harris II.
All tied up, last half of inning number 5.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
That misses, and it's 3-0.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Now at the plate, Chris Sale. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Puts a bunt down. Guerrero to Jimenez. Back to the pitcher at first, and it's offline.
Well, that was going to be a really tough one to turn 2 on, so a nice job to get the out at second right there. Hold on to the baseball. Shortstop clearly paid the price, but that kind of comes with the territory.
Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. 5 innings complete. We are tied 2-2. Back here in Atlanta. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. Stepping in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
First baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
And that misses. And the count even 1-1. Challenge from behind the dish here. And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left.
Ball, that's outside.
This one in the air, center field. Harris settles under it, and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, right fielder George Springer.
Liner, caught at second.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Kazuma Okamoto next up for the Blue Jays.
Hey!
Slayer. Middle outside.
Two down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the sixth. Hammered down the right side, but foul. The 1-2.
That's ball 2.
Slayer. Low inside.
Two down, nobody on. And it remains 2-2.
Circle change. Low middle.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Home half of the sixth inning coming up. Deadlocked at 2 apiece. Well, we go bottom
Leading
6.
off for
Now
the
it's the
Braves,
Atlanta catcher, Drake Baldwin.
Baldwin.
Makes the catch. 1 down.
Up next for the Braves, first baseman Matt Olson.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
And now it's even up. Olson working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Struck him out swinging. Picks up strikeout number 7. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Here's Austin Riley. Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him. Here's the 0-1. And a swing and a miss there.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Nope.
Toronto's bullpen with some action. Brendan Little, the lefty with big swing and miss stuff, is getting ready. Garcia warming up as well. All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th.
The guy at the plate
Outside.
could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Outside with a
out.
breaking ball. And they'll do it again. On the ground to the left. Fires over to Guerrero. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. 6 innings behind us. All square at 2-2. Back in Atlanta Truist Park. And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they've still got both their challenges.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
The 2-1. On the ground right side, Albies slings to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Circle change. Low inside.
Out to short, Kim. On to first, and 2 away to start the 7th.
Up next for the Blue Jays, catcher Alejandro Kirk.
So up next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk.
Four-seam fastball.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
Slider. Middle inside.
Here's a 1-1. He swings and fouls one off. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. And possibly a double switch coming now as a meeting taking place near the home plate area.
This change.
Brendan Little on a pitch now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup on the double switch. Tyler Heineman, he'll move into the 9th spot in the lineup.
Leading off for the Braves, left fielder Mike Yastrzemski.
He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And that one was indeed a strike. So they're now out of challenges. Here comes the 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Little, a 6'2 southpaw. He throws a curveball, a sinker, and occasionally uses a cutter.
Ball.
Stays alive. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. The 1-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Substitution now at first base. Coming on a pinch run for Atlanta, Eli White deploying some added speed as they look to take the lead. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Ball misses. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Down to go-ahead runs in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
The lefty, the 1-0. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Man at second. And that one fouled off. The 1-2.
Ball 2.
Next offering is outside. Ha-Sung Kim next to bat for the Braves. The Braves with the go-ahead run standing at second here at the bottom of the 7th. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Payoff pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
And next for Atlanta, Ha-Sung Kim.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
This one popped up. And that's a foul ball. Move to second, and he's back in on a dive. Softly hit to third. Okamoto to second, pulls him off the bag. Everybody's going to be safe.
Up next for the Braves, center fielder Michael Harris II.
Tap foul at the plate.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you.
The 0-2. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is a big first out.
Now, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Sean Murphy, a critical at bat in this game for him. And takes low for ball one. White at third. Albies over at second. Kim over at first with one away. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-1.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Ball to strike. That's a little bit low.
Berg, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
The 2-1. And a curve misses outside.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
And here comes Ronald Acuna Jr. in a huge spot.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
One out, bases full. The 0-1. Base hit, one run is in. Now the second run is in. It's a 2-run single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Brendan Little gives way, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. New arm out of the bullpen, Tommy Nance.
Well, he's had trouble at times keeping the ball in the park this season. Something to keep in mind here. Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Two on, one out. And that is downstairs. And the count now 2-0. High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there, and a foul ball. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
2-2. Tap dances out of the way of that one. Still only one out here in the inning. Up the middle. Nice grab. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. So they get 3 and jump ahead late. 8th inning coming up. It's the Braves 5 and the Blue Jays 2.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Robert Suarez.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
2-1.
2-1. 1 out. And that is downstairs. And the count now 3-0. 2-2.
2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1. 2 1.
1 now. Liner picked on the hop at first. Olsen steps on the bag. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Hey!
Suarez, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a sinker, and occasionally uses a cutter. Rolled over to third. Riley whips it to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Next for the Blue Jays, center fielder Dalton Varsho.
Back to the top of the order now. And now here is Dalton Varsho. 1 for 3. Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Late swing, foul to the left. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Two down, nobody on. Line drive, base hit. And that extends the inning.
Up next for the Blue Jays, first baseman Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
On the ground, right side, and foul ball.
Here's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across because it's not going to get any easier. You get to the 9th, you got a lockdown closer ready to come in.
Base knock right field. Runner holds up at second. 2 aboard now.
Up next for the Blue Jays, right
And the batter is George Springer. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Chopped left side. Throw on to Olsen, and that will end the inning. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Braves 5 and the Blue Jays 2. This is Braves baseball on the show.
leading off for the
Matt
Braves.
Olsen up to the plate. He crushed one out of here earlier. An absolute tape measure shot.
Yeah, indeed. It was a rocket. Just launched that thing. His swing, man, is so clean right now. I doubt he even felt the baseball make contact with the bat.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Outside with a breaking ball. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Braden Fisher appears to be getting loose. Rogers getting loose as well. And he swings through that one. Got him. One away.
Really tight bite on that slider and just couldn't get the barrel to it out front. You've got to try to pull those hands tight to the body to get it through. And I'm thinking he probably wanted that pitch to end up even more inside to keep it out of the danger zone. But it had enough late break and deception to get the job done.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. And Elliott 1.
0-1. Ball 2.
Nance sets, fires. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Tommy Nance will depart. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
Braden
Toronto.
Fisher on a pitch out of the pen here.
Pretty
Braden
tight
Fisher.
game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Two down, bases empty. Now in for the Braves, Eli White. Strike 2.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're still out in front 5-2. Back at Truist Park, and now for the Jays, Kazuma Okamoto. So they turn to their closer, Raisel Iglesias.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone the plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Singy, that's a start.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got through, I could see down in the dugout, players pumping their fists. They know that they got a chance in this ball game.
Yep, that ball went out.
The Braves trying to close out a 3-run lead here at the top of the 9th. Next offering is fouled back. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good. Really important at bat coming up now.
Here's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Base hit! And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Now he breaks as bad as it's put in play. To second, but he beats the throw. Safe.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
All loaded up. Miles Straw next up for the Blue Jays. Golden opportunity right here. Line drive, that's a base hit. One runs in, fires it to the plate. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. It's 5-5.
That's a big-time clutch performance, Boog. Top of the ninth, your team needs you to come through, and you deliver a game-tying RBI base hit. Now let's see if they can build on that and get the lead. Put the pressure on the other side heading into the bottom of the ninth.
Trying to move the runners over. Riley fires to first, and that is a big first out.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Go-ahead run is at third. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. That's in there.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
2 on, 1 out. There's the strike at the knees.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Huge strikeout there.
That's a huge strikeout right there. Big second out. Infield was in. They were playing the full court press, and he got the swing and miss. Keeps this one tied. This next at bat should be a lot of fun. The odds of wiggling out of this just went up considerably.
On the ground to first, and it's just foul. That was close. Two on, 2 outs. Outside low, and that's ball one. There's a line drive to left field. And that's the 3rd out. So a 9th inning comeback here, and this game has been flipped on its head. We're all tied up 5-5.
Now pitching for
Back
Toronto.
now as they hand the ball to a fresh
93.
arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Jimmy Garcia.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Both the infield and the outfield shifted over to the right. Diving, makes the grab. What a play.
Oh, man, great diving play over there to prevent the winning run from reaching base. Here in the 9th inning, that's absolutely huge. You love to see that kind of play made in big moments by the defense.
Swings and misses at the sweeper. Now the 0-1. Fought off foul. The 1-2. Out to short. Jimenez throws to first. Now 2 out.
Up next for the Braves, center fielder Michael Harris II.
So digging in, Michael Harris II. And that one fouled off. All tied up. We're in the last half of the 9th inning.
Oh, that's low.
And that one is lifted in the air. Straw on his way over and makes the grab. And that will end the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 9 isn't enough to decide a winner. So we are off to extra innings. We're all tied up 5-5. On to extra innings. And now for the Jays, George Springer. Man at second, nobody out. And Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking at doing.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Joe Jimenez. On for the 30th time this year. On the ground. Gets it to first. That was a productive play as the go-ahead run moves up to third.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a hit, but at the end of the day, it's a good at bat, especially when you're playing extra innings.
Ground ball to the right side. A dive. He's got it. And that's a great play for the out.
Look at the big guy getting down and dirty, robbing what probably would have been a double if it gets by him. You love to see that because most times it's the shortstop or second baseman, but he wants to get in the mix a little bit as well.
Andres Jimenez getting ready to hit.
For the Blue Jays, second baseman Ernie Clement.
Outside low. Ball 1. 2 on, 2 outs. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. In for a strike, and now just 1 pitch away from surviving the inning. Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. Still 2 challenges left for them. The 2-1. Towards first. He takes it on his own. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. Blue Jays leave a pair. This ball game still tied 5-all. A discussion happening at home plate now, and I think they're making a double switch.
This change
Back here in extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, Tyler Rogers.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Joe Jimenez now at the plate. Pinch hitter coming on, Dominic Smith. He comes up with a chance to walk it off. Check swing, he held up, and that's ball 1. Man at second. And there's a strike.
Ball 2.
That one missed. Ronald Acuna Jr. would be next. Big bat with a potentially huge opportunity. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Up next for the Braves, right fielder Ronald Acuna Jr.
Little chopper rolls foul. Winning run out second. No one out. Check swing. Went around. And the count is 0-2. Ground ball left side. And it goes just foul.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
The 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here's a 1-2. And there's the ball.
Inside, ball 2.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. I really think the outer half is open.
And that just misses.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. 2 aboard with 1 out. Drake Baldwin will hit next. 0 for 3 in this one. That's ripped into the outfield. Great effort as he's able to haul it in. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
Up next for the Braves, first baseman, Matt Olson.
Late swing, foul to the left. Winning run at third, 2 down. And here in extra innings. And that is out of play. That one misses. Ball 1. And that's outside. Winning run at third, 2 down. Breaking ball inside, and the count's full. Austin Riley in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Three balls, 2 strikes, the count. Chopped out in front of the plate. It gets through. That's it. Across is the winning run, and the Braves walk it off in extra innings.
Well, you come to the ballpark hoping you'll see something special that day, whether you're a player or a fan. A walk-off win, nobody forgets that. A memorable moment that'll be logged in the backs of the minds of everybody that witnessed this here today.
6-5 the final here today. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long.